From Transformers 1, it is the leader class version of Orion Pax / Optimus Prime. Yes, we are continuing to celebrate Optober. Not October, but Optober, because we have gotten the Studio Series, the deluxe version, a Walmart reissue, just a ton of Optimuses in this month. So it is Optober, and I'm declaring it Optoberfest. Okay, maybe that's a little cheesy. But anyway, this is the Takara Tomy version of Optimus Prime / Orion Pax from Transformers 1, and I am going to open it up and review it for you. If you're new to the channel, I'm Captain Kyle. Welcome aboard. If you've been watching for a while, thanks so much for coming back. I much appreciate it. Now, this did come in this black box that says it's an authentic product as sold in Japan, but I wasn't going to show you that. You know, not for the first glimpse. I mean, this is a cool looking package, and we're going to break into it and have some fun along the way. Be right back. Right, so it would appear in Japan they still put windows on their boxes, which, you know, makes a lot of sense considering, you know, there's lots of things that could be pilfered from in here. Not saying Japan is, you know, rife with crime, but pilfered or lost, you know, stuff like that. But I'm gonna pop this open like so, very carefully, and I'm gonna remove this larger version of the Transformers 1 Optimus Prime right from the box. And kind of like the Studio Series, it has this like backdrop type thing that you could use. I probably won't, but I will put it back in the box. Because looking at this, it looks like if I chose to put him back in the box or transport or whatever, I could do that. Let's take a look here now. We have instructions taped here, so we'll get to these. But to show you him in his plastic prison, there he is, and you can see he comes with a energy axe and a matrix. So let's get these plastic restraints off of our dear Orion Pax. And just looking at the box, I saw a number of neat things, and I'm gonna go through them all. But there he is, free at last. Free at last. And I'm gonna zoom in on him because the box is much bigger than he is. And we're gonna take a close look at him. Let me just get his accessories out, like his energy axe, which I don't need to look at the instructions to figure out goes into his hand, like so. And the matrix, which you haven't heard it yet, so, but if you haven't seen Transformers 1, highly recommend it. I think it's probably playing on streaming now. Check it out, watch it 5 times. It was a really cool movie, and apparently Optimus Prime, or Orion Pax rather, is the chosen one. Yes, once every generation there comes a bot who will defeat the vampires. Wait, that's a different chosen one. But apparently he is the chosen one because of his acts of valor. And that's all I'm gonna say. You knew he was gonna become Optimus Prime. Now the instructions, very nice instructions, are in Japanese, but hopefully I'll be able to follow the pictures along. Now, interestingly, it's showing me that you can twist this, maybe. Apparently the battle axe, you can twist it around. I don't know why you would, because that is how it is designed to go into his hand and fall out of his hand. So chop, 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 I'm an engine of destruction. Now, the reason I'm having a little bit of issue getting it to stay is because his arm falls off. Okay, interesting. So this slides on. So if you want to remove his arm, not saying that that's something that might happen in the movie, but I guess you could. But he's got articulated fingers, which we're going to go over in a little bit. But there he is with his battle axe. It does not appear that his smokestacks are removable, nor do they bend. So, you know, there's that. And he's got some neat additional features, which we're going to talk about. So I'm going to take the axe out for the moment. It also shows me that his chest opens up, as you might imagine, so that you can put the matrix inside. So you can pull down on this, pull up on that, and the matrix plugs right into his chest. And then you can close all that. Nice! Now you're Optimus Prime. But wait, there's more. With his head here, you can actually pull up his face. Give me your face. Turn it, and then put it back down so he has the Orion Pax face. That is really neat. No removing the head, no replacing the head, no extra head to lose. It's just lift it up, turn the bottom part of the face, and you have Optimus face or Orion Pax face. Very cool. I'm liking that so far. I didn't like the fact that the arm fell off, but I guess it's made so that excessive force will cause it to fall apart, but be able to be put back together. I suppose I can't complain too much about that. All right, and he's got shoulder cannons. So there's a switch on the back of the arm that you push up, and his shoulders come out a little bit, and these shoulder cannons pop out. So that is nice. He doesn't have a gun per se, but he's got shoulder cannons. I like it. I like it. Almost like a trigger bot. So apparently to put them away, you fold them back and just push the shoulder in. So now they're hidden away once again. Now I do want to take out the matrix again for a second. Now one thing I'm noticing is this seems a little bit loose. Maybe I just need to push it a little bit harder to get the backpack to stay. Hopefully that'll stay now. But the fingers open and he can reach in front of him. Arm, come on, guys. With what I spent on this toy, the arm should not be coming off that easy. All right, there's a minus. And again, the backpack flipped. So you got some good points, but he can hold the matrix in both hands. And it doesn't look like it's undersized like some matrix representations that Optimus carries, and he can only put like one finger on each side. So that's a plus. So there he is holding the matrix, lighting our darkest hour, whichever darkest hour comes next, or, you know, came before because this is set in the past. But there he is, one bad looking, but not bad, you know, bad in the 80s way, version of Optimus Prime with the matrix. So yeah, that's pretty much the features, but let's go over some things like posability and stuff like that. But I do have to say, overall, he is a great representation of the Optimus that appeared in the film. And I do like that face gimmick, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna just make him Orion for a little while. Maybe we'll switch him back later. But that is just such a clever way of doing it. Just lift up the face, twist, and there you go. Orion Pax. It's still October. Okay, so looking at him, we're gonna get in some posability. I do wanna put the Studio Series Prime next to him for some scaling. And the red on this is definitely brighter. Trust me, this is not suntan that quickly. This Transformers 1 Orion Pax Optimus Prime is about 8 inches. So next to the Studio Series, which is only like 6 or so, he's got some height on him and some heft. In fact, he's slightly taller than the Studio Series Optimus Prime. I wonder how many times I'm gonna bring this guy out just to do size comparisons. And there he is next to G1. Okay, so let's check out some posability. Now, first of all, ankle swivels. He does have them somewhat, not a huge amount, but they're there. I don't see any way for it to bend in any further, so some minor ankle swivels. Yes, you knew this was coming. Full Jean-Claude Van Damme, not a problem. Of course not. I am Orion Pax, and I can do a split. An understanding split, toes up split. Now, of course, he can kick forward, and that is a pretty high kick. He can join the Rockettes. He can kick back. Very nice kick there. He can do a side kick. Very nice side kick. He can bend at the knee, slightly more than a 90-degree bend. Now, what's interesting with his hips, because he does have a nice swivel here, so the leg can swivel all the way around, but his hips have this like ratcheting joint that's kind of unique. So that's a pretty good joint right there. Now, can he twist at the waist? Oh, you bet he can, all the way around. His backpack still doesn't like to stay in a place though. He doesn't seem to have any type of ab crunch or anything like that. Obviously, he does have this that can open up. The arms can go all the way around. He can go out to the side. It's kind of weird though. So full rotation out to the side, bending at the elbow, and swiveling, but you do need to move the forearm down a little bit to clear this smokestack. Now he's got these grooves in his forearms. I don't understand what they're for, so that is interesting. The head can of course turn all the way around, and the backpack can still flop. So you push it in, say stay there motherfucker. But there he is, a very nicely posable version of Orion Pax / Optimus Prime. Now his conversion from Orion Pax Optimus Prime, not quite the Power of the Primes version, I think. That's the one I think that has him built in. But still, I'm loving that face gimmick. I can't get over that. Now back to his hands. His fists can rotate, so that is nice. The fingers are articulated, but they are one. No, wait. No, they are one piece. I thought that the forefinger might be different, but it's an illusion. So the hands can open and close. The thumb is molded into place, so it's only the fingers that can move. But again, quite posable. He can move the arms all kinds of ways. He can dance. He can do the robot. Again, my main complaint is this backpack gets knocked easily out of place. Now he doesn't, again, have the gun, but he has the battle axe, and he's got storage on his back. He wants to carry it instead of just, accidentally reaching for a piece of pizza, forgets he has the axe, whole table splits, pizza goes everywhere, and, they were gonna have the turtles over in 15 minutes, but now there's no pizza. So one last spin on the turntable of doom. Let's transform him first into Optimus Prime. See, so if he was like a superhero, that would be a perfect way, you know, you just twitch your face around, but probably hurt a human. But all right, let's check out his vehicle mode. And of course, Sky is here to help. Right, Sky? You haven't been in a video in a while. All right, so there he is in his vehicle mode. And I'm gonna admit something, it sometimes takes me a little longer to transform new Transformers because it'll show me something, and I'm concerned because I got some strength, right, Sky? I don't wanna break the toy, because that would really suck. So I tend to wiggle and really make sure before I apply a good amount of force. So I'm a timid Transformer guy when it comes to actually some of these less obvious things. Very clever transformation. I think I have to push that in a little bit better, but definitely looks like the Optimus from the movie. A nice overall look to him. And I just want to make sure that I have everything popped in properly, because otherwise the roll test is gonna suck. So on the bottom, he's got wheels. He's got these two little wheels here and these wheels here. And I have to say, I am not thrilled with that configuration of wheels. I would have hoped for something a little bit more substantial. But before we get to the roll test, you can take the axe and you can affix it to the side so he can have weapon storage in his vehicle mode. You can also use the switches to bring out the guns. Now, the guns don't seem to want to stay pointing forward, so there's a minus. Let me see if there's anything that I'm missing regarding the guns. Okay, so you need to make sure that these arms are firmly attached, and that way when the guns come out, they will point forward and not try to go even further. So there's a lot of exacting things in this. This is not necessarily something that you want, well, kids would probably figure it out real quick. But yeah, I'm not seeing it as a very simple Transformer. It's got a lot of interesting parts to it. Let's put aside the battle axe. I don't want that to interfere with the roll test. And Sky, we need to do a roll test. So I don't care. Okay, it's not bad. These front wheels do concern me because they're, you know, if you press down too much, they will bend. I'm gonna put the weapons away. But yeah, the wheels can definitely go out of alignment. So overall, this is a great version of Prime. And it's a very clever transformation. But some of the exactitudinous, is that a word? Exactitudinous. You know, the exactitudinous of this Transformer here. Yeah, if you don't have the shoulders perfectly right, the guns won't operate properly. If you don't have these wheels aligned properly, it won't roll. So if you accidentally push too far, he'll kind of list a bit to the side. And the arm coming off a lot was concerning, and the backpack not staying into place. So this has some issues that I wasn't thrilled about. However, if you pop the backpack in there, and maybe again, it was just me not wanting to use too much force, it might stay there fine for you. But the arm coming off goes right back on, but it's a concern. Yeah, I just don't like the design of these wheels. I mean, it makes him look more Cybertronian, and they seem to be working fine, but you keep transforming him over and over again, and these get loose, and you're kind of screwed. But there he is. And in his vehicle mode, he is about just shy of 7 inches. Would I recommend him? Sure, if you can pick him up. If you're a big Optimus Prime completist collector like me, by all means. But just be aware of those little things that there's not really a lot of room for error in transforming them. See, this slightly went out of alignment, and you gotta push it back in order to have the guns facing the right way. Still, another great way to celebrate Optoberfest without getting drunk. I mean, if you want to get drunk, if you're of age, go right ahead. That's, you know, it's a free country. But I like the fact that I have him. I will probably put him back in robot mode. He will sit on the shelf with my other Optimus Primes, and just a little bit for scaling. G1, obviously a bit bigger than the original G1. Right, Sky? And I'm glad Sky joined us after all this time. But I'll put links in the description so you can pick this up if you so care to. And I hope you're having as much fun with these videos as I have, even though there are some things that can be aggravating, like an arm falling off. But if you're enjoying this content, by all means, feel free to subscribe. And while you're mulling over this Transformers 1 Leader Class, I'm pretty sure it's Leader Class toy, you can check out this video over here, which is actually the Studio Series version in the US of Transformers 1 Optimus Prime / Orion Pax. I do love the face thing. Anyways, we will see you next time As always, have fun and good hunting. She didn't like that.